Let me ask you a private question. How
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
On an average, public speakers, trainers, coaches,
So we are going live now. I hope you're ready. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, and I welcome you all for Beyond Education, inspiring stories to inspire the world. Beyond Education is a unique talk show in which we invite people from different countries and from different professions to share their success story because we believe that everyone has a story to tell which can inspire and motivate lots of people around the world. We have a special guest today, Sirajuddin Sharifuddin from Nigeria. I welcome you for the show. Our guest today, Sirajuddin, he is a student of Ahmedu Bello University and he is studying international studies and diplomacy. He is a psychologist, literature, reminiscence, comforter, bibliophile, conformist, noble writer, saint poet, spoken word artist, as well as motivational script writer. He is also a multi-winner of awards and certificates. Many of those poems has been published in several online international literacy hubs such as World Literary Organization, Oxygen Pen International Creative Writing Platform, where he has headed as team executive in their programs and many more. So I once again welcome you and let's start with the interaction. And so firstly, I would like to know that as you have mentioned, you are a student. So I would like to know, I hope I'm audible to you. I'm audible. Sorry, I'm not able to hear what you're saying. You're not audible. Not at all audible. Sorry, we are not able to, I'm not able to hear you. able to hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. Because earlier your audio was not getting connected.
Yeah, I've just connected it right now. Thanks so much.
So let's start with introduction. Firstly, because you are a student, and I would like to know about what course you are doing, and how did you choose for continuing with this course?
So initially, let me just start from my name. I am Idym, as I said earlier. So a citizen of Nigeria. So I'm presently schooling in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in Kaduna, here in Nigeria. So I'm studying history and international studies. That's my course. One. Turn it down now.
You have written a number of poems. So can you please share about some of the poems that you have written and the platforms where the poems has been published?
Yeah. Currently, I publish one of my. Actually, my poem have been published in several places, like Oxygen Pen, Late Lies. So actually, of recently, I even published my poem. Yeah, I had an anthology already. The title of the anthology was The Blurred Vision. So I published it just like a year ago, yeah, with Lit Light publication. So and as well, if I could remember, I've won many competitions. Yeah. Last time I checked, it was around 225 competitions that I've won. If I could remember very well, a year ago, around June, July, so I won one international poetry competitions. It was hosted by Pledge Nessox. Yeah, actually it was on Facebook then. So it directed us to his site. So we entered the poem there. And fortunately, I took first position. So I could remember the poem. Let me just remind the poem. The text of the poem goes this way. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the title of the poem. So let me just recite the poem so that I can hear a little bit from the poem right now. So I shall recite the poem, right? Okay. The title of the poem was Nobody Knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the millions of sorrow under my smile. Still people do menace me with lying. Not knowing that my heart has been poisoned. Today many victories have been mentioned, but all what I do is to make my probity cautioned. Nobody knows my blood is getting dry. Even my temperature is pumping high. When my blossom flesh eloped with crashes, pain became my neighbor, then blinked like flashes. Also hike in my vein, which sounded like battalion marches. Nobody knows I saw no difference between twilight and sunset because life has made me one of my mindsets, which marred my lung with a pain's curiosity, saw nothing on my tongue but sword, calamity, whole light. When are you lifting me from this obscurity? Nobody knows I've been abstained from being slaved just to proliferate all what I've been scraped and to collocate my lung from long time suffering. Indeed, nobody knows that I'm dying because all I waste every time is smiling. So that's how the poem goes.
Wonderful listening to the poem. And besides this, what motivated you to be a saint poet? Because see, the very first line that you wrote, you are
So actually, I can even show you many of those
saint poet.
certificates that I've
What
won.
motivated you for this?
What do you say? Let me check something here, okay? I can hear you now. So this certificate I'm talking about, as you can see, check it very well here. See it here?
Okay.
So that's how it goes. There are men like that. He won't hear again. So that's how it goes. So actually, I write poems and I win many certificates through it. So last time I checked now, the poem I've written is almost 3,425 poems. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. Actually, I was asking what motivated you to write poems?
Do I write poems?
Who has motivated you? Where did you get the motivation to write poems?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could remember years back, for about 7 or 6 years ago. So actually, it was very hard time for me to pen something down, because I see many of my mates that write poems, and as well they won many competitions with their pen. So I was like, how on hell will my friends be winning competitions, and I will be here without doing nothing? Then I start penning something down little by little, then showing it to one of my teachers. Then before I later got a mentor. Yeah, I got a mentor. Though before I even got a physical mentor, I had some online mentor. Like one of my first mentor was William Shakespeare, because I do go through his write-up, many of his poems. I downloaded this online. I even have his application an application that implies all his poems and most of his books. So I go through the way he do pen something down, then I try emulate some of his lines of his poem, then rephrasing it. So from rephrasing, then I could be able to get mine as well. Then I started from there. So the second person is Wole Soyinka here in Nigeria. I thought you heard about Wole Soyinka, right? So Wole Soyinka here in Nigeria, I go through his many books as well, read his book, like Lion and Jewels, follow him online, check his write-ups, and so many like that. As well as this Chino Achebe as well. So I follow his write-up as well, check many of his manuscripts. Then through it, I could be able to gain my own inspiration. Then I start penning something down. So ever since then, I start penning something down. Then I try showing to one of my colleagues. Some do get me corrected. Before I later met a boss of mine at my school in university, Ahmadu Bello University. So he's a professor there, professor in sociology. So he's currently teaching law students in Ahmadu Bello University. So after that, I tried showing him some of my poems. Check this for me, help me to rephrase it, arrange it again. So he do so many things in my poems. So till almost 2-3 years ago, then I realized that the moment I send in my poem, so the only thing I had for me is that the poem is okay. So before I later submit the poem to one of those platforms, then I got my position, first, second, or third positions. That's
Poems, and you were inspired by so many people. There were teachers who have helped you, your mentors who have helped you. But did you face any kind of difficulties in starting with this, emerging yourself as a poet? So did you face any kind of difficulties?
like, I didn't get you well. I didn't get you well, please.
Yeah, I was asking, did you face any kind of difficulties throughout your career while writing poems?
Um, Actually, I can't say now. The only thing I just realized with this poem I'm writing is that I did check online, like do search on many websites where they are looking for poets, like where they are hiring poets, and as well where I can get my poem to be submitted. So I did check online, submit my poem in several and many platforms online. Usually I do search it on Google. So the moment I search it, I would just pen it down, then trying to be getting into those sites one by one after the other, then submitting my poem to it. So ever since then, I've been trying to submit my poem. So I think a year ago, my poem was accepted by 2-3 platforms. So when I was given $50 in the one particular platform, $50 again, and $100 in one platform as well. That's how I do write it. Even right now, I submitted to almost 20 websites this December. So I'm expecting the results to be out in the next 3 months now. So I think that's just how I go for now.
Okay. And you have won so many awards. I think you were even showing some of the certificates. So can you just tell about some of your awards and certificates that you have won?
Okay, I'll just show you. Like I didn't get what you said, please.
Can you tell about some of the awards, some of your awards that you have won, or your
Yeah.
certificates for writing the poems?
Okay, like this one I just show you now. Okay, let me show you the camera. Like this one, as you can see.
Yeah, no need of showing it, but you can just share about some of them. Just
Okay.
name some of them.
Okay, this one I just show you now is international poetry contest I won a year ago. So it's hosted by Pledge Nestor's International Poetry platform. So I tried getting into their platform through online, then submit my poem. It's a video poetry competition. So I submit the video poetry competition. So after a day, then I realized I was awarded the first position. So I was given money for it. So that's just like I still have one here as well that I do join on Facebook. I think the the site was Solidia Literary Foundation. Actually, I think this one is from India there. Let me just see it as well, as you can see. So we are Real Literary Foundation. So actually this one is from India as well. So I tried joining their platform. It's on Facebook. I tried joining the platform there. So submit my poem. So I think the title of the competition, the title given that day was devotion. So we had to write on devotion. So we are almost 125 contestants that particular day. So and I took third position. So and so many like that. So that's how it goes. As well as do I still have okay, like this one as well. I still have one here. I think they call it the Planet Poetry. It's also on Facebook. Planet Poetry, as you can see it here. Planet Poetry. So this one also is also what I also joined their platform as well. I submit my poem. It's like a competition, so I submit the poem there as well. And my poem was chosen as features artist. So my poem was featured in their anthology. Then I was given this part of award, and later on, they sent me a certificate that my poem has been included in their anthology. So and so many like that.
Yeah, that's wonderful because I think you have written a lot of poems, and many of them have been published in one or the other books and so many online platforms. So, nextly, I would like to ask because you're so young and you must have certainly set some goals for your life. So, any kind of long term and short term goals.
Like I didn't get you.
Your goals.
Okay, my
Your life goals, short
um
term or long term goals for you.
should I just say actually it's in between because I can't say I'm having a luxurious life here. So everything is just under managing. Like I think for the kind of family that's they aren't poor and as well they aren't rich as well. So though I've been here, let me just say I've been lonely, like staying lonely here like this for the past 8 years ago. So struggling myself, doing one or two things by myself. So and I think everything is moving right. So I think things is moving right. So that's just it. So the only thing I think I do is that one of the things I think I do is that I teach kids as I send among my providers. So I teach skills. So I guess I get little amounts from them. So through it, I'm surviving as well.
Okay, good. So, any kind of advice that you would like to give to the youth? We are not able to hear you. You're not audible. Yeah, now it's okay. Now I can hear you.
I said, advice. Code goes this way. I say your limit is unlimited until you limit your limit to an extremely limitations. So whereas you can never reach anything in this world, else you follow your dream and what your heart talks about. So the first thing is that you firstly prepare yourself to on what you want to become. Then you work toward it. That's why at time I say there's a quote I wrote here. You can say very well. I do say a word like nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you have never risked anything in this life, that means you can never gain anything. So when you work hard, automatically you're gonna reap what you sow. So that's your rate.
For joining the show. It was really nice to talk to you and to know about you. So with this, we come to the end of the show. I hope I'm audible now.
You say what?
I'm audible. Okay, good. So thank you once again for joining the show and sharing your experiences with us and sharing your knowledge with us. And we wish you all the very best for your future. And I also thank the whole team of IDYM and special thanks to Ravi Shankar sir for this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.